Hey everybody, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Criming Shame. Now, of course, before we get into this video, if you aren't subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing and please give this video a like and a share. So let's get into Brian Kohberger's full video. Okay, you guys, so remember, this is the long version of when Brian Kohberger was pulled over at the WSU by this lady police officer. Now pay attention to the video because you're going to hear something that we didn't hear yesterday, and this is the longer version.
Hello, I am Officer Langus. Stops being audio and video recorded. Again, I think you know why I stopped you. You were in the red light.
What actually happened was I was stuck in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah,
so
I was behind you the whole time.
Yeah.
So technically you're not supposed to enter the intersection at all for that reason, because if the light turns red, then you're stuck in the intersection, and then you're on the red light. So that's the reason I stopped you. Do you have your license on you?
Yeah.
Do you have the registration and insurance?
You just get this for me now.
You what?
I'm just gonna get this out for you.
Okay.
So can you...
Okay, you guys, so I blew this up for you so you guys can see the expiry is November 30th of 2022. But you guys, take a look what's right beside that. Heaven forbid it should say valid on 4/20 of 2022. I think we all know what 4/20 is. Don't we, Brian?
explain that to me a little bit further? So in Pennsylvania, when you're stuck within the intersection, you have to make a left. So what would the appropriate thing for me to have done? Just
You're not supposed to block an intersection like that in Washington, so just by you blocking the intersection, that's technically a ticketable violation, and then then you're running a red light, so it's another ticketable offense. So you're not supposed to proceed into the intersection until you can go, because a lot of people do what you just did, right? Is like you're sitting in the intersection waiting, and then turns, and then you're blocking, so.
Yeah, there was a little bit of confusion with speeding because someone had stopped. I wasn't sure what they were doing, and then they put on their light to turn. So I thought that maybe they were letting me go through.
Oh.
Did you see that?
No.
I feel like right before I made the turn, there was someone who made a right. They didn't have their, their signal on, so I wasn't sure if they were just waiting.
Yeah, so I would just advise, just don't enter the intersection until you can go, so you don't get stuck. Let's see.
But in that situation, the best thing to do then would be back up, and not.
I don't know if there's a best thing to do in that situation, because you're either going to back up into somebody, or you're going to run a red light. So, or you're going to be sitting in an intersection.
Yeah.
There's not really a great option there.
Yeah, I was just slightly into the crosswalk, so where I'm from Pennsylvania, we actually don't have like crosswalks.
Oh,
so even if you're kind of slightly, there's a little bit more leeway as well. Like there are a few lines, like there's one white line and there's another one in front. Like there's like a certain margin from which you can actually kind of put your vehicle, place your vehicle.
Yeah. So I know laws vary state to state, but there is a law in Washington for blocking an intersection like that, proceeding through when you don't. When you're just stalling. I forget the actual verbiage, I can find it for you, but it's like stalling, blocking an intersection.
Okay. I'm just curious about the law. I don't mean to...
Oh, no, yeah, I can find it for you. Yeah.
Anything.
1 second. That looks good on a Hyundai. I don't see Pennsylvania registration like at all. Okay, let's see. Expires November 22nd, or 2022. Okay. And...
yeah, one of those is actually...
yeah, okay, that looks good. I'll hand that back to you. I'm just going to go check your info. I'll try to find that RCW, the law, for you, and I'll be right back.
Thank you.
All right. CR 331, code 4 driver. Go ahead. Last of Kohberger, King, Ocean, Henry, Boy, Edward, Robert, George, Edward, Robert versus Brian, Boy, Robert, Young, Adam, Nora, Middle C, Charles, date of birth 112194, Mount Washington. driver. Good.
Benefits license through Washington 11-2027. The vehicle is valid on a 2005 Hyundai Sonata.
Copy, it should be an Elantra. Reason.
Okay, it might be. It actually says the AM, so that's my bad.
Here at 64 stopping.
334.
King 568889 through Idaho. Will be stadium and Q parking lot.
1638.
Okay, so I found it. So I don't know what in Pennsylvania where you go to find laws, but in Washington it's called the Revised Code of Washington. So I'll try to turn my brightness up, but it's just called an RCW. So it's RCW 46.61.202. So it's no driver shall enter an intersection unless there is significant space on the other side of the intersection. To accommodate the vehicle he is operating without obstructing the passage of other vehicles, despite any traffic control signal indications to proceed. So you had a green light, so you're thinking you can go, but you're blocking the intersection. Yeah. So that's, if you're ever curious in any laws in Washington, just Revised Code of Washington. So I'm not writing a ticket or anything like that today. I understand you're from Pennsylvania, but in the future don't proceed. So I'm not writing a ticket or anything like that today. I understand you're from Pennsylvania, but in the future don't proceed through the intersection. You can't get stopped for that alone, unless you can clear it right away.
Okay.
So
that basically, I understand.
You're just supposed to wait behind the white line. Drivers do it all the time, but
it never even occurred to me that was actually something wrong. But well, except for the fact that I was blocking the crosswalk, which is what I went through.
And states vary a lot from laws. Like Pennsylvania might not even have that law, but in Washington we do.
I'm actually just from a very rural area, so we just don't have crosswalks.
Oh.
Unless I visit an area where there are crosswalks, and then it's not very frequent.
Yeah.
I do apologize if I was asking you too many questions about the law. I wasn't trying to
No, not at all. Like I understand you're not from here, so if you don't, a lot of people don't know a bunch of laws. Like I only know it because this is what I do. But yeah, if you're ever curious on any more laws, just RCW, and they can be hard to read because it's in like legal language. But hope that helps.
Definitely.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Definitely. You too.
Thanks.
Well, golly, officer, I have no idea what a sidewalk even looks like. I'm just from Pennsylvania, a small, rural, little town where we don't have sidewalks. Huh, really? Well, let me see if they do or don't. Okay, you guys, so be honest. How many of you guys actually Googled if there was crosswalks in Effort, PA, where Brian Kohberger's parents live, that he was talking about when he said rural place in Pennsylvania? So up here is 119 Lambsden Drive. Okay, and then I want to point out something that you guys might not have possibly noticed yet. Oh, did you guys know that I own a Quick Mart? I actually didn't notice it myself. Apparently I do. So let's just take a look if there is any crosswalks over here at all in his little rural town that he speaks of. Well, let's just grab the little guy here, the little Google dude, and put them right there. And lo and behold, there's a CVS pharmacy And look at that, you guys. There is crosswalks. There is definitely crosswalks, and I think obviously Brian, I think his nose grows every time actually he opens up his mouth. Obviously, there's plenty of crosswalks here. Brian, LOL. Okay, you guys, so now let's get into the footage of the apartment search warrant that the video footage had come out yesterday. Again, found in a few different spots, but I'm just going to sit here and give it some tweaks here and kind of place it together for you so you guys can have a better visual of what went on.
And I'm still,
Thanks, guys.
I'm still recording unless you don't want me to. I'm just going to read the warrant. Well, I'll go inside and read it.
Yeah.
So we've got pride, right?
Biggest thing that they need to know what's the scope of it.
Okay. Do they want a copy of it?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're just going to do a quick walkthrough, see what we can see. Are there lights on in there?
There are some, yeah. We can turn them all on. So. You want a copy of the warrant just so you can read it?
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Hands in pockets, walk around.
Very sparse. Fancy computer.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. That I wasn't expecting. Mallory's going to be all over that.
Fancy.
So he was told he could do a triage here, and then once he packaged, he can't do anything until we get a warrant and I go for it.
Correct.
So he can triage it while we're still here.
Yeah. Yep. The technical specialist is authorized. Holy crap, that's long.
Let you have that back, or else I will steal it.
And I get to do it again.
Appreciate your help.
Anytime. Anytime.
Monday at 3:32 then.
Okay. Sounds good. I unfortunately get to work whenever they tell me to work. Too bad the weather couldn't cooperate a little bit more.
Well, at least it's melting-ish. The drive up today was not fun. There may have been a lot of expletives said. Yeah. So they'll do the standard steps now. They'll come in, they'll do all the photographs, and then they'll set up the 3D scanner. So
Okay.
I imagine we won't be doing anything for it.
I'm gonna turn off my camera because
Yeah.
go.
Okay, you guys, so this gentleman right here, he is Sergeant Dustin Blaker of the Moscow Police Department that was coming up the stairs. And as you can see, I was contacted by the Moscow police officers and asked to assist in their investigation.
Police department search warrant! Come to the door! Police department search warrant! Come to the door!
Good?
One more.
Police department search warrant! Come to the door!
open the door and do an announcement.
Police department, show yourself. We have a search warrant for the building. Police department, show yourself. You're good, dude. Go back inside. Yep.
No lights.
No lights. Flashlights? Flashlights.
Okay, you guys, so I'm just going to simply put out these documents for you guys to look at. I'm just going to put it into a video format. That way you can just pause it as you wish to read it. These are, of course, the documents with regards to that search of the video that you were just watching. Okay, you guys, so that concludes this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, again, please consider subscribing. And please give this video a like and a share. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.